Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1 here between aiR and LgN. This is going to be a best of 9 King of the Hill, of course, as usual. And we are starting with our new Korean Zerg, aiRDemon. And, I have not seen too many of his games yet, but introducing the players at the top right-hand corner here, we do have the purple Protoss player for Team LgNTheoRy. And at the top left, you have our orange Zerg player, aiRDemon. And let me just go ahead and change my settings real quick. Sorry, I did not get around to doing this before this started because I forgot. Alright, so we're going to have a ZVP here. And, I'm really actually interested to see exactly how Demon decides to open up against Theory, especially on a map like Shakura's Plateau, where it's so easy to for the Protoss player to deny your early expansion. So we might see something like a 14-14. It looks like he is... Oh, he went to 10 supply and then made an Overlord, so I guess we're going to see an extractor trick. Yep. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, on the Protoss side, it looks like we do have a pylon coming down at the natural, so we are going to see some form of Forge fast expand, and this is a pretty interesting placement. I'm not sure you can get your Forge to cover the very edges of this here, but we'll see what he decides to do. He might use a pylon or two. Demon actually going up to 14 supply here, and I'm not exactly sure how he's going to open here, but Theory being very active with this probe, checking everywhere for that spawning pool, and the exact timing on when it goes down. And it looks like Theory may in fact be going for some form of Nexus first, which I do like, especially against a poolless build like this. Demon looks like he's not going to be able to get that hatch down. He does put the pool down behind his mineral line. He's going to pretend that he really wants this, force that pylon, going to delay the Nexus by a little bit here. So good move by Demon, it seems so far. But Theory, it's not going to put him behind or anything. It's just going to delay his Nexus and maybe even this up a little bit since the Zerg can't expand that quickly. Demon being very active, chasing this probe away. Forge goes down, and no Nexus. So, waiting a long time to put that Forge down, and then deciding to do it once he knew that there was no hatchery on the way. An interesting decision. Not exactly sure whether or not that is going to be the correct one quite yet. But, spawning pool is going to finish up here. And, how many lings? Looks like we have 2 lings coming out. Continuing to drone, making that queen, putting that Nexus down on Theory's side. Should have a cannon coming up. Just a sec. Where is he going to place this? Is he going to be part of his wall, or is he going to add a gate? Oh, gateway. Okay. So this isn't necessarily greedy play. But, he's doing what he has to do here. Putting down that cannon. The cannon is going to cover all of his buildings from Zerglings, but not roaches. And 4 lings are out attacking that pylon. That is actually going to supply block Theory, and he has not added on another pylon yet. So that's really going to hurt, actually. He's now adding it as close as he can just to get it going. Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to delay a lot of probes, and, the whole reason he did this was to get his probes out. Demon's going to search for this probe down here at the bottom left-hand side of the map. We'll see if he finds it, though. It looks like his Zerglings are being a little bit, oh, he's not using an attack command too, so he has to be paying attention to this Zergling. And purple blends in pretty well with the backdrop of the minimap here, so we'll see if he finds that. Theory, on the other hand, chrono boosting both of his Nexuses? I don't know. And this doesn't look like a full wall off. There's definitely a gap there. Cybercore is going down in the back. Demon leaving his Overlord here over the natural. Oh, Theory's probe was found. Okay, wow. So, Demon doing a pretty good job paying attention there. Or maybe just ran it away earlier, whatever. Huge probe transfer coming, or drone transfer coming across for Demon. And that's pretty funny to see go right past the probe. But the probe does go down. There is 2 queens out now. Demon at 35 out of 36 supply to the 33 of Theory. It is 29 harvesters to 26. A Zealot is out. Warp gate is on the way. Demon's third should be finishing up, or natural. I don't know if I'm going to call this a natural or third. I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about that. 2 gas for Demon here, so looking to add some tech on way before being fully maxed out on drones. And it's going to be pretty fast tech. So I'm wondering if we're going to see a lair even before Zergling speed or something like that. Could be pretty interesting. His third almost completely droned up at this point. A Stalker coming out for Theory, not a Sentry. Interesting. And he's adding on 3 more gateways here. So we're going to see some 4-gate plus 1 pressure. Not going to be an all-in like the 1-base 4-gate, of course. Not adding these 2 gases on quite yet. And he's probably going to use this to take a third, although sometimes it can be a 4-gate into something like an 8-gate. That can be very powerful. We'll have to see. But Demon's Overlords are hidden on both sides of the base here. Probably won't send them in time to find this 4-gate tech coming up. Warp Gate almost finishing up now, and this is going to hit around the 8:30 mark, pushing out to the middle of the map. And Demon seeing these 2 units should be cued in as to exactly probably what's coming. He is spreading his creep to the best of his ability, clearing his Overlords off the field for the most part. And these 2 gases here, he has started Zergling speed, he has started Lair. And we'll see if he decides to get +1 armor or weapons, or what he decides to do with this. It's a little late, though, because that +1 weapons is already done for our Protoss player. And now on our Protoss player side, we have a Twilight Council, another gateway adding on, so 5 gates and a Twilight, and +1. And that Twilight's going to probably allow him to get +2 very quickly. I'm assuming with his... Well, he has a lot of gas, actually. Oh, he has taken these 2 here. Alright, so... missing a probe there. It's a little bit of a mistake. Not too bad. And oh my god, so many Zealots here. That Roach Warren is finishing up, but it is going to be so late. Oh man. These all have +1 also, so these slow Ling's going to be like the worst unit that Demon could possibly have against this right now. Roaches are in production right now. Only 2 though. And he needs to really be careful with how he decides to engage here. He is using his drones, using his queens, and Zerglings, and, well, I'm going to bring up the workers killed count in a second here. Demon needs to be very careful, though. Oh, my god, so many more Zealots reinforcing here, running those 3 queens away as fast as possible. 11 workers already killed for Theory here, evening the supply up completely. And these 8 roaches are on the way, but they are going to come from all different areas. He's probably going to lose this Roach Warren before this attack is over. Yeah, it does go down. And, well, Theory warping in more stuff. Demon trying to kill that pylon, not going to get it, though. And these roaches are, like, the last stand here for Demon. He has to do so much damage with this. Cleaning up a lot of the Zealots. Only 1 Stalker on the field, or 2, sorry. So, kiting these roaches is not really an option. He's got to get good force fields on him or something like that. And, oh, he's going to force field this ramp in perfectly. Demon going to lose a lot of roaches here. 20 more Zerglings are on the way now, but Zerglings against this composition not going to be so good. Demon floating a lot of money because those queens can't be injecting right now. They're all stuck at the 3rd base. And wow, this attack doing a ton of damage right now. Needs to probably not be up on the high ground in case of force fields, but these units running around down here. Demon coming out to kind of engage. He just wants to pull him back. Oh, he's going to get the pylon maybe. Oh my god, Archon on the way, and this looks like it's actually going to end the game here, as Theory has gone up to multiple more gates here. It looks like an 8-gate indeed. And yeah, this has just turned into a complete disaster for Demon. Getting that tech up, you know, kind of late, but those +1 Zealots doing so much damage. The Roach Warren just a tiny bit late there. Now 104 supply to 68. In Theory, it looks like he is prone to take game number 1 here. Demon doing what he can to escape, but oh my god, all these drones are stacking up and the Archon's gonna come over. That is dumb. I mean, like, the game's already over, but just the fact that that can happen is ridiculous. Alright, so Demon probably composing himself right now. 40 supply to 108. Theory playing extremely well, adding on, well, he has 2 cannons at home and that sentry ready to force field off if he needs to. The main has gone down. The 3rd is the only base left. The 4th is on the way for Demon, but he's lost his natural, and its main has almost no drones left, only 18 to the 52 of Theory. And, yeah, sorry, there's not much else to say about this game. Theory has taken a commanding lead, and there's 0 way Demon can come back at this point, actually. Another look at the workers killed, 31 now. for Theory. And just unbelievable damage being done. Really strong build coming out from him. That +1 timing attack is really extremely deadly, actually. And especially off 4 gates, it comes so much earlier than a 7 gate, which is what you tend to expect. There are a lot of spine crawlers up here, so Demon will probably live and extend this game, but it is not looking up for Team aiR in game number 1. It's Demon having to remake his spawning pool. He does have a Spire, but running off 2 gas. And yeah. Theory playing a little bit safe, taking his third, making sure he doesn't, you know, manage to walk up that ramp and find a way to lose. He won't at this point, but you know, playing safe, never a bad idea. Looks like he doesn't have hallucination. I'm not exactly sure why he's coming over to this edge. It's a little bit weird, but yeah, I don't have anything else to say, guys. Sorry. Demon adding on all the spine crawlers he can. Still 50 to 150 supply right now. He's moving his mutas to the north side of the map. What are these units doing down here? There's no vision, right? Like, he doesn't have any. Oh, he has an observer on the way. Okay, that makes sense. And as soon as we see the blink up here, yeah, I'm pretty sure Demon's going to realize. Oh, pulling his drones again. He does have his mutas in the back of Theory's base, but a lot of Stalkers getting warped in. Stalkers on the high ground up here. Demon losing vision, moving all of his units in, sniping the Spire off. Again, this is going to be game number 1. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult to make this interesting up there. Demon says GG, and that is game number 1, so we will be moving on to game number 2. We'll see who aiR decides to send out next in just 1 minute.